Welcome back. They're introducing the starting lineups. First for the Webster University Garlocks. Josh Johnson is a guard from Clayton High School. Their leading scorer, 17.6 points a game. He wears number 2. As I mentioned, Clayton High School, also 4 rebounds a game. All-conference player for the Greyhounds, back just up the road from Webster University at Clayton. Enrique Tankins, number 1, a 6'3" junior from Timberland High School, is averaging 13.6 points a game. He wears number 1, averages 7 rebounds a game for just that 6'3" frame. Nigel Wilcox wears number 42, a 6'5" sophomore. He's going to play some forward for head coach Chris Bunch. He's averaging 10 points a game and over 7 rebounds as well. Those are their 2 main rebounders, Tankins and Wilcox. Rodson Etienne, a 6'3" sophomore, is averaging 7 points a game. He wears number 21. And point guard number 12, Aaron Hopp, a 5'11" junior from Lincoln, Illinois, Lincoln Community High School. They're averaging 6 points a game. All-conference baseball and basketball player at Lincoln Community High School. Played baseball and basketball at junior college and is playing baseball and basketball for Webster University. Kevin, for the Spartans, Jamori Robinson and Kai Woodfall in the backcourt. Jamori averaging 8.7 points a game. Kai Woodfall, the transfer from Southwest Baptist, averaging 15.1. They've both started all 10 games. So has Pablo Hernandez. Scoring average a little bit down because they've been blowing people out.
Yeah, absolutely. He hasn't played the minutes that he will down the stretch because they've had a lot of lopsided games where they didn't need him to play 30 minutes a night or something like that.
Jesus Castillo, the three-point shooter, wears number 20. Kellen Barker, the center, getting ready to jump it up in the center of the floor. The 6'9", 254-pounder from Australia, we're ready to go. And the Spartans lose the tip to the Garlocks. They'll go left to right as you look at your computer screen tonight in that dark uniform. I guess that's a real dark blue, perhaps, Kevin, or black.
No, it's a dark blue.
And the Spartans in their man-to-man defense, the number 2 defense in the nation in terms of points allowed, number 1 in terms of field goal percentage defense, number 2 in three-point percentage defense. There's a long deuce on the way, and it's good by Enrique Tankins.
Yeah, pretty good defense played by the Spartans there for all but about 5 seconds of the shot clock, and then they end up getting the bucket anyway.
Spartans with it on the next possession. Into the block, Barker, double teamed. Outside for Castillo. Got away with a walk, passed it off the Woodfall in the corner. Man-to-man Garlock defense as well. Spartans in their home white, trimmed in navy. This is Jamori Robinson, number 1 in white, left wing Castillo. Into the post, Barker, fumbled it out of bounds, and the ball will head over to the Garlocks.
Yeah, he was thinking a little bit too much about the move he was going to make on the post there and just forgot to secure the basketball first. So turnover for the Spartans to begin the game.
Head coach Chris Bunch, 250 wins, the all-time leader in wins at Webster University. They only started the program in the 1980s, so they haven't had a long, long history, but he is the all-time leading winning coach for Webster. Rebound by Hernandez off the miss by Hopp. Just underway here, Spartans against the Webster University Garlocks. Into the post, Barker, and a foul away from the play. Hernandez with an illegal pick away from the play.
A rather dubious beginning to this one for the Spartans. A turnover and then a foul on the offensive end.
Hopp will walk it up against Woodfall. Kai Woodfall has really been everything the Spartans thought he would be. Kevin, averaging about 15 a game, making about 50% of his three-point shots. He's really been terrific. This is Tankins, right side for Wilcox. He'll spot up, shoot the 16-footer, miss it. Robinson with the rebound. Spartans want to quickly get into the front court, and if nothing's there, then they want to turn it into a half-court game. Castillo fires the three and knocks it down.
There we go. Castillo's 24th of the season, shoots at about 43% from out there.
Johnson into the front court. Ooh, crosses over Robinson to the corner, and then Jamori strips it from him, but Johnson retreats. Good hesitation move by Etienne, and it's 4-3.
Yeah, I got Pablo to go for the head fake there, and got the easy bucket.
Into the post to Barker, turns and lays it up and in. And that's what you want from your big guy. Just go up strong.
Yeah, especially when you're 6'9" and you're being guarded by a guy that's 6'5". Use that size, use that you know, not just your height, but your bulk as well. You can really create some space down there.
Tankins guarded by Castillo. Barker will match up against Wilcox. Long deuce is up the front of the rim. Robinson with another rebound, and the Spartans jog it into the front court. Barker had Pablo low, didn't give it to him. Now they'll spin it to the left wing.
Just as an example, Barker being guarded by a guy that's 6'2", 177. He got him outweighed by 60 pounds, but that time a bad pass trying to get it into him on the post.
Kind of a lazy pass by Castillo, and then a good foul at the half-court line so you don't give up the layup. Spartans lead at 5-4. We've played 3:10 here in the opening half, and if you just joined us, the Spartans in the latest NAIA National Coaches Poll have turned out 8th in the nation.
Yeah, went all the way from receiving votes up to number 8 in this first regular season poll. And the irony of it, we were talking about this before the game, there's 3 other teams that were receiving votes that are ahead of them.
Jumpers away and good by Wilcox. Yeah, Kevin, it's interesting that so many teams leapfrog. Then you look at the rankings, and all kinds of top 10 teams fell down because of losses last week. Robinson down in the left block to Pablo. Has a man on his hip, spins into the paint, right, left, backboard, no. Barker can't get the ball. Good block out by Johnson.
Yeah, Barker just got himself a little bit too deep there, I think.
That's the play, though. Get it into Pablo in the block, and they didn't double. I was so surprised. We've been seeing people double Pablo all season long every time he touches the basketball. Hop around a pick, drives on Barker to the corner. 7 to shoot for the Gorloks. Driving and using the window, but missing it. It goes out of bounds, going to belong to the Spartans. And fresh legs for the Spartans. Torrance Littles and James McKelvin will check in. Barker and Robinson will go out, so Woodfall will run the point for the Spartans. First substitute of the night, Jordan Clay checks in for the Gorloks. He's from Vashon High School. You've got Timberland, you've got Clayton Parkway South, you've got Vashon on that Webster University team. We see our second St. Louisian for the Spartans here tonight, James McKelvin from Hazelwood East. Of course, Jamori Robinson from Cardinal Ritter. Pablo at the high post, puts it on the deck, drives, muscles it up, and hooks it home.
Matt Brock wanted a foul there and maybe had a little bit of a case.
Long triple is good by Clay right off the bench, knocks it down. Kevin, he was 0 for 4 on the season from deep before that
enough,
shot.
Just the 36th on the season for Webster. 36 three-pointer. Got a nice home roll there by Kai Woodfall. Gets that one to go down.
He floated it up there, and, well, good shooters get good results. 9-all, we've played 5 minutes.
For comparison's sake, there's another one on the way. Nope. That might be why they only have 35. They, as a team, they have 36. Kai Woodfall by himself has 39 for Missouri Baptist. That's a bad pass, boys.
Another difficult pass for Castillo, and I bet he comes out of the game.
Yeah, it's not good. That's 2.
Hop guarded by Woodfall. We've played 5.5 minutes, and we're tied at 9. Josh Johnson holds the ball a long time, guarded by McKelvin. Now 8 to shoot for Webster. And Hop will fire it up there and knock it down. They've been hot early on, Kevin.
Yeah, they're hitting some shots here early. And up by 2. Check out shooting percentages. That can't be right. That could be 44% they have that.
McKelvin wide open for 3. Pinball's out.
It was a deep 3, too. He was 3-4 feet behind the arc.
Tankins into the front court. Spartans down 2, 13:48 to go in the opening half. Up to 50% of the Garlocks with that last make. Jumping into the lane, blocked out of there by Torrance Littles. He does that better than most, and a long triple is no good. Had Johnson followed his shot, it was a gimme, but he didn't.
Block number 25 on the season. Averaging, obviously, in their 11th game, almost 2.5 per game.
Woodfall drives, left-handed layup, good, and a foul. Kai Woodfall showing a driving game, Kevin, that we're not used to seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice drive by him. We're used to him shooting from distance, but he shows that he can handle the ball and get to the hole as well. You see Pablo and Jesus check out of the game.
No
Callum
Spanish
Barker
being
back.
spoken in this rotation.
No, not this time. The Aussies will get it together, though, out there.
The foul was on Hop, his first, and Webster's first. Only 3 fouls in the entire game so far. Robinson gets ready to check in, and he will get Woodfall, who completes the traditional
Aussie thing. I said they were going to communicate. He didn't like that, so he puts Robinson in the game.
So Robinson, McKelvin, Littles, Hardy has checked in, and Barker back in there for MBU. They've regained the lead 12-11.
Yeah, Brendan Hardy has been quite a find so far for the Spartans. He's 7 minutes into a big game. He's getting some time here because he's earned it.
Etienne dishes, missed it. Rebound, Barker.
Nice job by Callum. Thought about the three from the top.
Hardy from Farmington High School has it left of center.
Give it to him on the block. Let him work. There, now, come on.
Another bad pass. The Spartans have thrown it away 3 times. Unforced errors. You'll have turnovers, but unforced ones will make you crazy.
All of them trying to get it down to Barker on the block. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Battled for it, and
Matt Brock's like, stop tipping it. Grab it.
McKelvin ended up with the loose ball rebound. He's looking for help. Gives it up to Barker. Robinson will spot up from about 14, miss it. Tipped up, no. Tipped up again, and both times really by the Gorlock player and not a Spartan. Tipping it to themselves, and here's Etienne. Sluggish offensive start for the Spartans. Driving foul by Barker, and 2 shots coming for Josh Johnson. And Callum was pretty stationary, had his hands up in the air, but the bulk bumped Josh Johnson a bit. Johnson, an 89% free throw shooter. We mentioned he played at Clayton, played over there for Blake Ahern, the former Missouri Baptist star. Free throw no good. Score remains 12-11. Spartans are shooting at 62.5%, Kevin, but the 5 turnovers in the first 8.5 minutes. And he got 1 of 2. First point of the night for their leading scorer, Josh Johnson. He'll check out, and Aaron Hop will check back in. And we're all tied up at 12 at the 12-minute mark here of the first half. Spartans want to set up something down low for Barker. Robinson dishes to the corner. Hardy thought about the 3, got bumped, dishes back for Littles at the elbow. He'll float it up and miss it, and the rebound belongs to Etienne. They contend, don't they, Kevin, for the shots on the inside?
They really do. They're aggressive defensively. They may not be blessed with a whole lot of size, but what they do have is athleticism, and they can get off the floor and get up for some rebounds, and we've seen that early in this game.
Elijah Macias has checked in for the Gorlocks. A no-look pass that time went out of bounds for Webster. And the Spartans get it back. A couple of subs, Hernandez and Woodfall back in.
Starting 5 minus Jesus out there right now as Hardy takes his spot.
Drive it to his side.
All the way to the wing, Robinson, and a foul away from the play against Jordan Clay.
Number 1 on him, just team foul number 2.
Yeah, it's been pretty foul-free. Enrique Tankins will check back in for Webster, and he'll give Nigel Wilcox, a breather.
Tankins, of course, the junior from Wentzville Timberland High School.
Inbound to Hernandez, who turns and scores.
He got 4, and that was a good play off the inbounds pass.
Kevin, he's learned how to really travel, carry, or whatever. Yeah, he has learned, Pablo has, how to get that foot planted and change directions, and it's really made a difference in his game. Spartans by 2, 14-12. Quiet crowd here at the SRC tonight, and a smaller crowd than last week, and a whistle.
Crowd, but they're also kind of filing in a little bit. They're starting to show up here.
Tankins will get called for the foul, and they mentioned it's an alumni night, and there are some festivities going on in other parts of the building, and people Still checking in, as you mentioned. Woodfall fires on the inbound and knocks it down. A two-pointer for Woodfall, and he has 7 first-half points.
Yeah, 7 of the 16 scored. Good hands by Robinson. Hop still has it, though.
Wow. Well, they fell away from him. I think the 2 defenders, Robinson and Hardy, got confused over who was going to guard him after he picked up his dribble. Into the block, Barker. Single coverage, spins right, left, jump hook, yes. Barker has a pair of buckets, and the Spartans lead by 4.
Yeah, he was guarded by 6'3" Enrique Tankins there. That's a mismatch.
Their biggest guy, Wilcox, can really leap, and he's resting right now, and so Barker can go to work. Tankins at the elbow. Rims out, rebound Hernandez.
Spartans doing a good job on the defensive glass so far. Takes a little while for the stats to refresh, but they have the Spartans shooting at 67%. Wow.
Barker's shot is blocked from behind, and the Gorlocks will run it out left-right.
Like back-to-back blocks. I think Robinson got blocked, and then Barker got blocked in succession. He traveled. Wow.
Traveled a couple of times,
oh my
actually.
Goodness.
A couple of times, NTN took a walk.
Wow.
9:25 to go in the opening half. Woodfall, air ball.
Barely grazed the rim. That doesn't happen very often.
And it goes out of bounds, and here come 3 new subs. Robinson, Barker, and Hardy will go out. And Matt Brock's been unhappy with Robinson not forcing the issue, getting the ball to the spots where they want to run their offense from quickly enough with authority.
Yep.
9 minutes to go, opening half. Spartans by 2. Playing NCAA Division III foe Webster University, just down the highway. 6-2 on the season. Spartans, of course, 10-0, and a running layup is up and good by Tankins.
It's a good matchup for the Spartans tonight, obviously. With Webster coming in with a 6-2 record, they played a pretty tough schedule as well. So this is a good test for the Spartans here tonight. First night they're playing with that number 8 ranking in front of their name.
Hernandez spins right, left, uses the left hand, missed it. And a strong rebound by Enrique Tankins. He is their leading rebounder, or second leading rebounder. 2 of the players get 7+. Hop in transition. It hangs on the rim and falls in, and a timeout by head coach Matt Brock will take a timeout too. 8:18 to go in the opening half. Spartans trail at 20-18. You're watching it on the Spartan Digital Network. 20-18 is the score. Spartans trail it by 2 against Webster University. With Kevin Paulus, I'm Harry Schrader. Hey, Spartan fans, just because it's a home game doesn't mean you need to go home when it's over. Raising Cane's is open after the game to feed your victory celebration hunger. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. And Kevin, they handed us some stats out of that. What stands out to you?
Well, the shooting percentages, if you can believe them, are 50% shooting for Missouri Baptist, 47% for Webster. But the big number that I circled was the turnover number for Missouri Baptist. With 8:18 left to go in the first half, they've already turned it over 5 times.
Yeah, several unforced errors, as we say. Castillo misses a 3. And Tankins, who's played a strong floor game, races it into the front court. Spartans come out in the zone that we haven't seen in a week or two. Maybe they used it last week. I wasn't at that Harris-Stowe game, Kevin.
A little, not much. A couple of minutes they played it.
Like to use it as a change-up defense often, and a pass. His shot is blocked by Littles. It goes out of bounds. Now the officials are going to talk it over. One official called it for Webster, and now they change the call. Spartans get it back. And the one official, the near side official, Kevin, immediately ran to the other official to talk it over. You like initiative-taking referees.
Got it right, and even Webster's coach, Chris Bunch, doesn't really even argue with that bunch. He has a couple words about it, but I think everyone in the gym saw that was the correct call.
Unofficially, Torrance Littles with 2 blocks already tonight. Spartans down by 2, 20-18. Hernandez bangs into the lane, floats it up with the right-handed jump hook. No good, but the foul's called on NTN. And heading to the free throw line will be Pablo Hernandez. Pablo's averaging 11.5 points per game, 5.2 rebounds. Started all 10 games and making 65% of his free throw attempts. And he goes to the free throw line. Good shot from our baseline camera, and he knocks it down. 5 first-half points for the second-team preseason All-American Pablo Hernandez. And we're tied up.
Neither of those even hit the rim, Harry. That was perfect.
And now the Spartans will do some three-quarter pressing. We said it. We were talking to each other at the break. They had to change things up, change it on the defensive end to make their offense better. Now they'll fall back into that zone defense. 20-20 with 7 minutes to go in the opening half. Not a good three-point shooting team, Webster, so this is smart too. Make them try to shoot it from outside.
The top,
Pass deflected into the
on
corner.
The shot clock.
Firing the three and making it was Tankins. Good defense by MBU, but when the guy drills it, you just tip your cap, as using a baseball phrase, and head to the other end.
Yeah, he earned it, and I guarantee if the Spartans keep that level of defense, it's going to work out for them.
McKelvin takes an unwise three-pointer, and the Spartans give up the ball.
You probably heard Matt Brock say, that's not it, James.
Well, that's not his game.
No.
Double team comes in the corner. Spartans playing a spread-out trapping zone defense. Johnson travel, no a foul.
Yeah, called Woodfall on the hand check.
By when the whistle came, I was just confused, not disputing the call. Woodfall with the infraction, his first.
Not a lot of fouls either way, 4 on each side. We're 14 minutes in.
20 to shoot as we inbound it. Long triple is good. Well, are you kidding me? Josh Johnson makes a long one.
He is their leading three-point shooter. That gives him 20 on the season. And the lead is the largest for the Gorlocks at 6. Now
Castillo answers at the other end. A pair of triples for Castillo, and it's a 3-point deficit for the Spartans.
His 25th of the season there, and they really needed that. They were only down by 6, but they needed something offensively, and they got it.
Driving and blocked out of bounds by James McKelvin. A good aggressive drive by Josh Johnson, and an even better defensive play by Hazelwood East James McKelvin against Clayton High School's Josh Johnson.
Barker checks in for Littles.
14 to shoot on the inbound play. Goes to Wilcox on the wing. Tankins backs in against Castillo, and it rolls in.
Tankins having a big first half. He's already got 9.
Spartans down by 5. Woodfall into the front court. McKelvin into the left block. Barker, single coverage against Wilcox. Spins to the lane, head and shoulder.
Great
move and scores. 6 for Barker in the first half.
Got his man in the air and then just went up on the other side.
I think they can do that all night if they can get it into him, Kevin.
As long as they don't get the pass stolen. They've made, on 3 occasions, I think, bad passes down to the block, and they've been stolen away. You can stay away from that. They can probably dominate down low.
10 to shoot, 4:45 to go in the half. Long triple is good again. Well, this team came in. We knew they weren't any good from deep. Tankins has made 2. He made 2. He's shooting at 15% from deep.
Yeah, and they only shoot at 30% from deep as a team.
Woodfall gets a pass, and Barker gets knocked down, and the foul is called against Tankins, his second. team has a pretty good starting five, Kevin, but they're a little weak in the
Well,
bench.
and, you know, you look at the roster, and I think they dress like 26 or something like that. But, you know, literally, I think they dress 17 players somehow. But, yeah, they don't like to play a lot of them, though.
Into the post, Barker with the left hand off the window is good. He has 8 first half points.
Yeah, he's really a factor here, leading scorer for the Spartans so far tonight.
Have to get stops, though, Kevin.
Yep.
I mean, it's early. I'm not worried about the deficit, but they've given up a lot of points in this first half.
If the Gorlocks rely on hitting threes to stay in the game, I like our chances.
Pass deflected, and it's going to be a foul, I think, on Woodfall, but I'm not sure.
Yep,
it is. Kai Woodfall. His second. And Robinson will replace him. Spartans have been a little sluggish, so Matt Brock tried to change it up, changing the defense, get his guys more engaged. Sometimes you're better offensively when you're more tenacious defensively. Dish down low, great pass. Clay finishes, but it's just a terrific pass by Johnson.
Junior from Vashon, the beneficiary of a great pass by Josh Johnson.
Right block farther out than Barker wants to be. He'll pound his way in, fumbles it, jump hook, rim, and good. 10 points for Colin Barker.
Double figures for him, you're right. And so they keep going bucket for bucket. They just need a stop or two here. Only down by 4.
Right by Hernandez and a missed shot, and hustling after the ball was Clay, and then they fumble it out of bounds.
Yeah, Gorlocks just wanted that ball a little bit more than the Spartans did.
Yep, Rodson.
Luckily.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, luckily for the Spartans, he fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, Rodson, NTN just went after that ball, got it to his teammate, who then fumbled it. They just, like you said, Kevin, they were just more desirous. Barker stripped down low. Good help defense by Josh Johnson. Left corner triple away and good by Jordan Clay.
They've been saving all their threes for tonight, Harry.
He has 2 tonight after going 0 for 4 for the season from deep.
He got 5 as a team in the first half. Only hit 30 as a team coming in through 8 games.
Spartans down by 7. Barker dribbles into the paint. Travels, got away with it. Jump hook, no good. The rebound belongs to NTN. Now he'll drive, dish to the wing to Wilcox. Jump stop, jump hook. Won't go. Barker couldn't grab it. Goes out. Oh, no, it went off of. Everybody was walking the other direction, the Gorlocks and the Spartans, but the officials give the ball to the Gorlocks. Jordan Clay just started. Now they changed it.
Yep.
Yeah, Jordan Clay was laughing. He started walking away going, well, I tried to get the rebound. Oh, wait, it's our ball? Spartans down 7. Well, they got to stop. Hassan DeCarlos, his first opportunity of the night. The young man from St. Charles West.
Switch sides, switch sides.
Little's in there at the post position now. McKelvin dishes to the wing. Robinson straight away. Hassan. McKelvin from about 17. Missed it long. Rebound Littles. Outside to Carlos, open for 3, and he knocked it down.
Hassan battling for playing time, and that's going to help a little bit. And I like the position that he's in. He's not running the one. He's able to just kind of spot up for shots, and he knocked that one down.
Within 4 of the Spartans, 106 seconds to go in the opening half. That's a foul by Littles. Good head and shoulder fake by Clay.
Just number 1 on him, though.
Torrance went flying at him and got him with the body. Spartans have 6 fouls and 5 for the Gorlocks. So the Gorlocks will be shooting the 1-and-1 if the Spartans commit any more fouls. Josh Johnson with it against that zone. Kind of a 1-2-2 that they morph side to side. 11 to shoot for Webster. Up by 4 against the Spartans. Johnson double dribbled. Now he's double teamed. Now he travels, and they finally blow the whistle.
Got the third one. Good defense that time by the Spartans. Really saw him pick up that dribble and attacked.
Now some full court pressure by Webster to kind of get in, bother the Spartans a little bit. 1:22 to go in the opening half. Robinson, left corner. Carlos misses the three, and getting high for it was Wilcox.
Only 6'5", but he's got some hops.
Johnson will launch the three and knock it down. Are you kidding me? He is their best three-point shooter, but man, they have been terrific from deep. Spartans knew if they forced them to shoot long, they'd win. But right now, they're down 7 on the strength of those three-pointers by Webster.
6 3-pointers by Webster in the first half. And again, 30 on the season coming into tonight. To match him? Nope.
Robinson missed the triple. Not a great three-point shooter, Jamari Robinson, but he was open. 33 seconds to go in the opening half.
Yeah, the Spartans are going to have to come back in the second half.
Johnson misses
Nice
the three, and good hard work by McKelvin to get the rebound. Robinson will drive, get fouled,
come on.
and it goes in, but they don't blow the
Wow.
whistle. Robinson in traffic and getting bumped, but he got it down, and the Spartans are within 5. Got to get a stop here in the final 8 seconds. Johnson with 6. Now with 4. Crossover dribble with 3. Lost it.
Shoot it.
Robinson ahead of McKelvin. That won't count, but the Spartans did get that stop they wanted. 39-34 is your halftime deficit for the 8th-ranked MBU Spartans. As they head to the locker room, you see them there in the shot of our camera folks. They need to find some answers in this second half. Spartans trail at 39-34. You're watching it on the Spartan Digital Network.
I'm looking for the athletics department. Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? I just want to find out what time the basketball game is on Thursday. Look, every time I call the athletics department, this happens. Do you think this is funny? Because I don't. I think it is really unprofessional.
Both of the teams are back on the floor. Welcome back to Missouri Baptist basketball here on the Spartan Digital Network. The Spartans and the Garlocks of Webster University in a tight one, 39-34. Webster out in front by 5. Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union is the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. If you're in the market for a new home or to refinance your existing mortgage or have other lending needs, let Gateway Metro take care of it. Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Missouri Baptist. Spartan Athletics, Kevin Paulus. The Spartans struggled a bit. I mean, their shooting percentage for both teams were very good, but the Spartans seemed sluggish offensively, a little careless with the basketball early. And, boy, this Gorlock team shot it terrifically. Give us a few of the numbers, and what do the Spartans have to do differently in the second half?
Yeah, a little unexpectedly, the Gorlocks shot it in the first half, if only from the standpoint they were 6 of 9 from 3 in the first half, not something that they are known to do very well so far this year. So the shooting percentage is 52% for Webster, 50% for Missouri Baptist. And, you know, really the only adjustment I would think that they might need to look at in the second half is, okay, if they're going to continue to hit the three, you're going to have to defend the three a little bit more, because they've kind of packed it in. They played a zone there for, you know, a good portion of the first half. So, you know, if these shooting percentages keep up, I think you're going to have to see Missouri Baptist make a little bit of a change defensively. And you're right, they have been kind of, you know, they kind of were sleepwalking through the beginning of this game offensively. Perked up just a little bit, but they still got to take good shots. You know, we've had several possessions where, you know, they just came down and threw it around for a while and then threw up a three-pointer, and that was the offense. And, you know, just weren't really in a flow or any kind of rhythm whatsoever.
Spartans normally get a bunch of points off their bench. They have just 3 in the first half, that from Hassan DeCarlos. And I noticed, you know, John Yeager didn't play in the first half, and I noticed he's not really even warming up. He is in uniform, but he's just standing along the baseline. So you have to think there is something going on with Mr. Yeager. He's been averaging 7.5 points a game, and 5 rebounds have been a very important part of the bench brigade for Matt Brock, but he hasn't seen the floor and doesn't look like he will tonight.
Yeah, well enough to be in uniform, but not well enough to be warming up or, you know, you would think getting in this ball game tonight.
Spartans trail it by 5, 39-34. They're 10-0. The Gorlocks are 6-2. If you just joined us, the Spartans in the rankings came out today are now 8th in the nation in the NAIA coaches poll, and so maybe that ranking weighing a little heavy on the shoulders of the Spartans. We'll ask Matt Brock about that after the game. Hey, Drury Inn and Suites is the preferred hotel for Missouri Baptist Athletics. Look no further than the Drury Inn St. Louis Creve Coeur location on Olive Boulevard, which offers rooms starting at $99 per night plus tax. You'll enjoy Drury's hassle-free, award-winning service plus free extras that make any reason for travel a breeze. That includes a free hot breakfast, free hot food, beverages with a 5:30 kickback service. Book now at druryhotels.com. And don't forget to use MBU's special rate code 323-777. That's 323-777. And a good look at the Spartan huddle. And what do you think Matt Brock told them at halftime? You talked about what they have to do defensively, but what do you think he said to them? Hey, we stunk and we're only down by 5. Or did he say, hey, you know, did he kick cans over and slam lockers? What was the halftime?
He probably said, you know, as bad as you guys played, we're only down by 5. But, you know, he probably did something to try to wake them up at halftime. You know, a little bit sluggish offensively there in the first half. And so I'm sure there was a message that was delivered, and hopefully it's heard here in the second half, because it would be a shame for many reasons. But if for no other reason than Missouri Baptist gets their highest ranking ever at number 8 in the country, and then they, you know, would happen to lose that same night. That would not be fun.
Kevin, they were down 7, got it within 5, then got a stop, so they didn't let it get back up to 7, and they'll open the second half with the basketball. We are underway. The 10-0 Spartans and the 6-2 Garlocks, and the Spartans trail it by 5. And a bad pass, but a foul by Barker down on the post. So either way, that was going to be a bad possession. And the second foul against the big Aussie, Callum Barker. He had 10 points in the first half. Kevin, we haven't seen that kind of offensive explosion from him since early in the season.
Yeah, leading the Spartans in scoring with 10, and leading the Gorlocks is Enrique Tankins with 12.
Spartans come out in a man-to-man to start the second half. Aaron Hopp spins against Woodfall to the corner. And now the jumper is away and good by Nigel Wilcox.
He averages double figures. It's just his 4th point of the night. The lead is 7.
Woodfall guarded by Hop. Now for Robinson on the left wing. Stutter step to the baseline. Dish to the corner. Castillo open. 3 is good.
Yep. There we go. Maybe that'll get him going. That's his 3rd of the night already. It's his only points, his 3 3-pointers.
I think the biggest deficit was 7, Kevin, and the Spartans have trimmed it to 4, 41-37.
Largest lead was 7. You are correct.
Hop guarded by Woodfall. Into the post they go. Good defense by Castillo inside. Hop into the corner. Triple on the way. Johnson is, or take the Tankins. It's good again. He's hit 3 of them. And the lead is 7 again. I just laugh. You expect these guys to miss, and they're just knocking them down.
There's a guy that can knock it down, too, though. Woodfall's 40th of the season. Keeps him within striking distance, only down 4.
He's in double digits with 10 points. Spartans down by 4, 18-15 to go. Driving. Jump hook, no. Rebound, Castillo.
Push it.
Woodfall wants another one.
Yep.
He has another one. His 2nd triple in a row, and the Spartans are within 1, 44-43. We talked about defense helping your offense. Sometimes your offense helps your defense.
Yeah, exactly. And you could see as soon as Woodfall hit that, Gorlock's just kind of inbounded the ball, going a little slower now. They're out of their rhythm. They're not, getting the rebound and running down the floor. You got them to slow down a little bit after back-to-back threes. Another one.
Pinball's out.
Why not?
17-25 to go. Spartans trail it by 1.
No, it's a push off.
Good defense by Pablo against Tankins. He wants it in the block against Pablo. Spins and missed it up the front. And the rebound by Hernandez. Good defense by 15.
Push that.
Woodfall looks to penetrate. Now down low. Barker
There it
turns
is.
and jams.
And the lead for the Spartans.
And a timeout called by head coach Chris Bunch as the Spartans have come out blasting away, and they've got the lead back 45-44. Good to see the big guy get up and dunk it.
Good to see the big guy get up and dunk it. Good to see Woodfall finding his range from 3. And, they just have a little bit different energy, a little bit different speed here in the second half, which has really made the difference.
Spartans have 11 in this half, and 8 of them from the Australians. Spartan fans, make sure to visit the all-new Spartan Team store at SpartanTeamShop.com. Get all your MBU athletics gear, customize your own designs, get your orders to your home in time for the next home game. Thousands of options available at SpartanTeamShop.com. Well, a good beginning to this second half. The Spartans have outscored them, if I can do the math, 11-5.
11-5, that's right. And you are correct. An American player has not scored for the Spartans yet in the second half. 8 from Australia and 3 from Spain. That's all they got in the second half.
Kai Woodfall guarding Hop. Now between the circles there, that's Hankins. And a whistle and a foul, maybe Barker.
No, it's going to be
Jamari Robinson holding a man cutting through the lane.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was trying to spit out.
16-38, Spartans by 1 against Webster University.
You at least feel a little bit better about it after the start of the second half.
Good tough shot by Aaron Hop. He has 8 points, and the Gorlocks regain the lead, 46-45. Oh, Hernandez was wide open. Jamori didn't see him. Gets it to Castillo in the wing, and he buries the triple. Wow. With a hand in his face, he has 12.
Spartans do shoot at 41% from 3, and that's starting to show up here in this game. That's 4 3-pointers, as you mentioned, for Castillo. Woodfall's got a couple. DeCarlos has got one, or DeCarlis has one.
Wilcox way away from the basket, pulling Barker away. Now he dumps it down low on a good look, no look pass down low for NTN, who scores. We're tied at 48 with 15:40 to go. Good tight basketball game here at the SRC tonight. Spartans' unblemished record is on the line against Webster. Barker outside for Robinson. He handed it away to the other team. Taking it the length of floor. Tankins drives and gets fouled by Castillo. And he didn't make the shot. He'll shoot the free throw. Jesus' second foul of the night. Both of them on fast breaks like that, trying to eliminate a layup, and he did it both times.
He did. If you're going to foul him, you know, you might as well make sure he doesn't get that shot to go down, and he made sure that he didn't.
Second foul on Jesus. Littles and McKelvin, I think, getting ready to check in. I can't see the other player over the table. Tankins to the free throw line. 12 first half points, 15 points in the game for Enrique Tankins, and he makes the free throw. His first from the charity stripe tonight. And it is McKelvin. Barker and Robinson go out. Woodfall will run the point. Spartans came into this half down by 5. They now trail by 1. And they still trail by 1. Rebound by Torrance Littles off the missed free throw. 15-15 to go in the half. McKelvin around a pick. Woodfall thought about it. Left block extended too far out. Pablo now will bang his way into the lane. Gets a man up in the air, leans, and it doesn't go, but he gets the foul. Pablo unhappy with himself. The foul will go against NTN, his second. Pablo wants those to go down, and he goes back to the free throw line. Was 2 for 2 in the first half from the charity stripe. 49-48, Spartans trail by 1. Good look at Pablo Hernandez, the senior from Spain. His first free throw is away and good. 7 points on the night. Pablo averages 11.5. We're tied at 49, under 15 minutes to go. Pablo's made 4 for 4, a 65% free throw shooter, so that's good news. Spartans by 1.
We've always said with him, you know, it's a wonder he doesn't shoot better free throws, but now he's really coming on.
Wilcox from 17 missed it. Rebound. Castillo couldn't grab it. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Garlocks. We asked their PR guy, by the way, what in the world is a Gorlock? And he said, well, we think it comes from the university being on the corner of Gore and Lockwood.
Yeah.
And it's a mythological character the students invented a long time ago. Made me feel better. Jumper is away and good. A long deuce by Josh Johnson.
Lead goes back over to Webster. It's a seesaw battle here early in the second half.
McKelvin looks down low for Littles, doesn't go there, gets it outside for Jesus. Pablo sets a pick, driving is Woodfall, and he's fouled. And Hop will pick up the foul, his second. Nobody really in foul trouble for either team, nobody with more than 2. And Woodfall will go to the free throw line. 86% free throw shooter, Kai Woodfall. Good look at him there. And he makes the front one. Tied at 51 again, Jordan Clay, the Vashon product, will check back in. And he will give a breather to Rodson NTN. Check that. Tankins will go out. 7.5 for Woodfall, 13. 14 somehow. Yeah, 14 in the game. And now 15. Some backcourt pressure by McKelvin against the ball. Josh Johnson will run it into the front court. Spartans by 1, 14 minutes and change to go. Hop looks down low. Nobody to pass it to. 18 to shoot. Fumbled, stolen away by McKelvin. Right spot at the right time for McKelvin. Ahead for Littles. He gets fouled, and he'll shoot a couple of free throws. Wilcox, I think, will get the foul.
Yeah, it's going to be Wilcox.
And it's his first. He's played some good defense to not have any fouls. It's really challenged Barker down low.
Absolutely. Nichols, not a very good free throw shooter early in the season, just 3 of 10.
Doesn't get there often, and he knocks that one down. First point of this game for Littles, and just the 4th point off of the Spartan bench. Checking in for the first time tonight, Blake Farrell, young man from Parkway South. Played for our good friend Mitch Stevens over there. He's not the head coach anymore, but was the head coach for a long time. And Blake Farrell played there. Averages 2.6 points a game. Next one for Littles. Got 1 of 2. Castillo with the offensive rebound. Good positioning. Woodfall open for 3. Got it. A 4-point trip for the Spartans, and they lead by 5.
I was going to say be patient, but if you can hit that shot, don't be patient. Just shoot it.
3 triples in the second half for Woodfall. And the Spartans with a lead by 5. Johnson puts it on the deck. Fadeaway jumper. Rims out. No. Tipped up off the glass, and Littles will clear the glass.
Spartans need to get on a run here. They got him down by 5. Put the pedal to the metal here, and let's get some distance.
You like the athleticism
Hell
of
yeah.
Littles and McKelvin out there at the same time.
Yep.
Into the block to Hernandez.
Oh.
He spins, double teamed, now to the baseline.
Nice.
Window good. Hernandez with 4.5, 10 in the game. Spartans by 7. Spartans only allow 58 a game, Kevin. They've allowed 51 with 13 minutes to go.
It's a much better competition than they played a lot this year so far.
Farrell bounces it into a driving Johnson, who misses it. Castillo, who's been good on the boards tonight, grabs one there. I think his 5th rebound. Spartans by 7, a chance to get that lead really extended. Into the block, Hernandez spins to the baseline. No good. And a travel against Pablo Hernandez. On the spin move, shuffled the feet, turns it over. Hardy, Robinson, Barker in, Castillo, Hernandez, and Woodfall go out. Interesting lineup, and as we mentioned, no John Yeager tonight,
No.
and so that changes the rotation a bit.
Yeah, and it almost has to be an injury situation of some sort, you would think.
Kevin, there was just a great no call by the official. 2 of the players were running, and they happened to bump into each other, and the official could have called a foul someplace. It didn't make any difference and didn't make the call. That's good officiating. Spartans by 7. Gorloks with the ball. 12:24 to go. Tankins into the right block. Will Cox back outside. Johnson's been hot. He knocks down another one. And now head coach Bunch wants another timeout, and we'll take it too. Spartans lead it by 5, 58-53. You're watching it on the Spartan Digital Network. Good look at the Spartan huddle as head coach Matt Brock talks it over with his fellas. They lead at 58-53 against Webster University. Raising Cane's Chicken Finger is the official chicken of Missouri Baptist Athletics. When you're heading home after the game, head on in to Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Cane's fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers and sauce. It's the perfect way to feed your post-game appetite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Spartans lead at 58-53. Kevin, it's been a much better second half for MBU.
It certainly has, with 12:15 left to go in the game. They now have 4 players already in double figures. Kai Woodfall with 18, 12 for Jesus, 12 for Colin Barker, and 10 for Pablo. So that's a good night offensively, and you still got the majority of the second half to go. Spartans have missed 1 shot in the second half. They're 7 of 8 from the field.
By the way, you know, we haven't been talking about this all year. When the Spartans score 70 or more at home, you get buy one, get one at Canes tomorrow.
Got a pretty good chance. 12 minutes left. They need 12 points.
McKelvin to Robinson. Hazelwood East to Cardinal Ritter. Into Callum Barker. Left block, left one-on-one. Spins, jump hook. No. Got his own rebound and got fouled. No shooting foul. The foul will be on Josh Johnson, his first. Turned out to be a pretty good foul by Johnson.
It did, because Barker was going to rise up and dunk it, I think.
Fresh 30 for the Spartans with that 5-point lead, and a bad pass, but Hardy will run it down. Farmington to Cardinal Ritter.
He's going to tell Jamori I'm not open. Threw it right at me.
Robinson drives the baseline and stepped on the baseline, and the Spartans turn it over. Got to 58, and they've turned it over 2 times in a row. They still lead by 5, 11:40 to go. Glad you're with us tonight on the Spartan Digital Network. The 8th-ranked Missouri Baptist Spartans looking for their 11th straight win to start the season. Johnson in traffic. Spins all the way to the wing. He's an active player. Like watching him play. Tankins led them with 12 in the first half. Wants to shoot it. Good defense by Littles. 8 to shoot for Webster. Now with 6. Give it to Nigel.
Nice.
No good. Littles runs down the rebound. Nigel Wilcox missed the jumper.
Good job fighting for it there.
Good defensive stand by the Spartans. They have really forced them into some late shot clock situations all night, really, several times, and now they just throw it away again. Taking his eyes off it was James McKelvin, just went right through his hands and out of bounds. Kevin, they hit 58 and 3 straight unforced errors.
Luckily, though, they haven't given up points here on the last couple possessions either.
Tankins just stands there, now passes it off for Wilcox.
Yeah, Webster getting a little stagnant offensively on this possession.
10 to shoot. Johnson puts it on the deck, 16-footer, back rim, no. Rebound, off the hand, out of bounds, going to belong to the Spartans, off the hands of Blake Farrell. Oh, now they changed the call, and it's going to belong to Webster. Hernandez and Woodfall will check back in. Parker and who? McKelvin will come out. Fresh 30 for Webster. Hop to trigger baseline left. Bounces it off Hernandez rump.
Come on.
And they fight for it, and then Hop will take it up. The foul is on Pablo Hernandez.
Number 2 is still in the court. We were messed up. He hands it off to him, and he walks off.
And going to the free throw line will be Aaron Hop. Matt Brock's contending that Webster had 6 players on the floor. And the free throw is good by Hop. 3 points in the half, 9 in the game for Aaron Hop. And he makes the second one. Spartans have stagnated a bit. They led by 7, they lead by 3, 58-55 with 10:20 to go. It's a good one here at the SRC. Woodfall between the circles for Hardy, now right wing for Robinson, into the post to Hernandez. Spins on the left-handed dribble, jump stop, and got fouled on the way up and missed it. And Tankins will get the foul, and that's his 3rd. Kevin, the first guy to reach 3 fouls. Tankins follows the official over just to ask a question. I like that approach. He said, hey, what did I do? Tell me what I did wrong. Good work by Mr. Tankins. A Timberland product. You know, those local guys do well. Hernandez, free throw. Ooh, dunked it off the front. Made his first 4 in this game.
He hadn't touched the rim with a foul shot until then. Barely touched it there.
I was going to say. The next one by Hernandez. It's good. 5.5, 11 in the game for Hernandez. The average is 11.5. Spartans by 4, 59-55. They've quieted Tankins down here in the second half, Kevin, and that's been a big part of why they've gained the lead. And now the ball is saved by Hop. He'll drive to the baseline and stepped on the baseline. Nope. And the Spartans get it back.
Oh, yeah, they did. I thought they called the foul there.
Castillo will check in for Hardy. Spartans by 4. Got to get on a quick run here, Kevin. Run off 6, 8 points in a row. Just pull away a little bit.
Starting 5, except Little's in for Barker right now.
Bounced it in the block.
Nice.
Scoring is Hernandez. Great entry pass by Littles down to Hernandez, who turned and scored on a quick move. Shot partially altered. Littles with the rebound. Don't know if he blocked it or not, but he did get the rebound. So we asked for a little run. They got 2. Can they make it 4? Hernandez spins to the baseline. Leaner in a charge against Pablo Hernandez.
That's a good call.
And Pablo picks up foul number 2.
I would be interested to see a shot chart for the Spartans here tonight, because it's either been on the glass, right under the bucket, or a three-point shot. I don't think they've hit a mid-range jumper. I know that's a lost art in basketball,
Sure.
the mid-range jumper, but still.
Spartans by 6, 61-55, 9:09 to go. Tankins looks left, passes left for Hop. Into the corner, spinning up in the air, missed it, and loose ball gathered in by Webster. Wilcox will dribble to the wing. Fresh shot clock for the Gorloks. Driving Tankins. He drives, misses, tipped, no good. Rebound Littles. Then he has it knocked out of his hands. Boy, they're active, aren't they? Now Wilcox from 17 too strong, and they get another rebound.
At this time.
This one is ripped out of his hands, though, by Robinson. Good hands by Jamori. Right side Castillo. Spartans need a couple of buckets here just to extend the lead. Woodfall puts it on the deck, into the paint, leans, floater, good and a foul. What a drive by Kai Woodfall.
That's one heck of a play by the senior guard. Looked a little out of control, but got it up with the right hand and got the bottom. Foul on number 12. As you mentioned, Aaron Hopp is going to be number 3 on him.
So now they have 2 players with 3 fouls. Spartans lead by 8. Biggest lead they've had tonight is 8. And Woodfall will try to complete the traditional 3-point play. 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 20 points for Kai Woodfall. 13 of them in this half. And he got that one. Career high at MBU 23. He has 21 right now.
Biggest lead of the evening for the Spartans at 9 right now.
Driving baseline.
Oh,
Tankins
nice
with a reverse layup. That was a little too easy, but very athletic by Tankins.
18 points for him as he's trying to keep his team in it here. Down by 7.
Littles back for Woodfall. They're extending that man-to-man defense are the Gorloks, and now Robinson will fire the 3, back rim and up the backboard, and ripped away by Wilcox. As I mentioned, not really Jamori's gig. They're 33% from the distance. Castillo with another rebound. He's done a nice job on the boards tonight.
Great
Robinson
position
drives,
by him.
dishes. Hernandez gets fouled and scores, but no whistle. He drove in there, double pumped it, got undercut, but made the bucket. And the Spartans lead by 9 again, 66-57, and a timeout by Chris Bunch. And the Webster University coach wants to talk it over. We'll take a timeout too. You're watching this one on the Spartan Digital Network.
Hi, I'm looking for the athletics department. Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? I just want to find out what time the basketball game is on Thursday. Look, every time I call the athletics department, this happens. Do you think this is funny? Because I don't. I think it is really unprofessional.
It's a long season, so we constantly want to see our guys in the weight room continuing to get bigger, faster, and stronger. In our league, if you aren't strong with the ball, you're going to get pushed around. Spartacus is no different. He's been hitting the weights hard this semester and is really starting to see some progress. He'll be ready come playoff time.
Welcome back. 7:20 to go in the game. Spartans by 9, 66-57. Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union is the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. In the market for a new home or refinance of your existing mortgage or have other lending needs, let Gateway Metro take care of it. Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Missouri Baptist Spartan Athletics. Kevin, they handed us the numbers. The Spartans were down 1 in rebounds at the half. They're plus 6 in the second half.
Yeah, they've done a good job with
plus
rebounding
8 in the second half. Sorry.
Yeah, plus 8 in the second half. They've also, though, turned the ball over. They might be a different game than what I'm watching, but they turned the ball over 7 times in the second half already. 6 in the first half, 13 for the game.
We told you they had 3 in a row when
yeah,
they
I
hit 58.
That is true. Shooting it very well in the second half, though. 10 of 13 for 77%. And the flip side of that is Webster has cooled off quite a bit, 7 of 20 in the second half for only 35%, and that's been the difference.
Woodfall open, knocks down the three. A new career high for Kai Woodfall, 24 points. And the Spartans lead by 12. Pablo drove to the baseline, had his three-point shooter positioned perfectly in the corner, found him, and he buried it. Johnson, step back long deuce, no good. Rebound, Castillo had it, lost it, and Robinson gets it.
Well, that pass that Hernandez made, you know, it's a pass that not a lot of players will make. You're always thinking, okay, I got a guy in the corner, we got to come around the top of the key, and that's just not the case. He saw him wide open.
Hernandez gets fouled on the way up. He'll shoot a couple. Wilcox contended, but got him on the arm. Pablo's gone to the free throw line a lot. He's made 5 of them. He's 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 15 points in the game for Pablo Hernandez. Spartans by 12. Senny doinks it off the front. Aaron Hopp will check back in. Their point guard gets back in there. They need him. He comes back in with those 3 fouls. And now Hernandez with a chance to make it a 13-point lead and to get you all free Raising Cane's. And he does it. Buy one, get one tomorrow at Raising Cane's because the Spartans scored 70 at home tonight. 16 points for Hernandez. Spartans by 13. What a difference this second half has been.
Certainly has. Shooting it a lot better, defending better. They came out and they look like the Spartans again. They look like the number 8 team in the country in the second half.
Wilcox from 17 knocked it down. Nigel Wilcox showed a good mid-range game tonight. He only has 6 points, but all of them have come in that mid-range area. 5.5 to go. Spartans trying to get to 11-0. Not a conference game. They are 5-0 in the league. Hernandez, here comes the double team outside for Robinson, left corner. Castillo, yes. Jesus Castillo has 5 triples tonight. And the Spartans lead it by 14.
Averages 8 points a game, obviously has 15 on the evening, and we know that he's very capable of doing that. Some nights better than others, but he's on tonight.
Knocking him down, also 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Driving, Johnson blocked by Littles and run down by Castillo.
Castillo's 5 of 6 from 3 tonight.
Is that good?
That's not bad. That's like Harry Schrader numbers.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
I can't even do that in like NBA 2K. I can't. Woodfall and the Spartans have a 14-point lead. He has a career-high 24. Hernandez wants 3. Missed it. And the rebound belongs to Josh Johnson. Driving, Tankin's got 2 people up in the air and then threw it away. He had Wilcox right behind him, tried to dump it back to his teammate, fired it too hard and too high because Wilcox was pretty close to him. Spartans by 14, a chance to really blow this open. Wow, what a change this second half has been.
Certainly has.
They've given up 20, Kevin, in the second half, and they've scored, see if I can do this math, 34. Driving into the paint, Woodfall throws it away. Stolen by Tankins, and he's fouled by Castillo, and every one of Castillo's fouls tonight have been to break up a breakaway layup.
Yep, he's got 3, and just to correct them, they actually have 39 in the second half, 34 in the first half, 73 now, so much better already in the second half.
Now, if my numbers are correct, Castillo's career high is 15, and he's tied it tonight. Woodfall has a career high at 24. And the Spartans lead by 14, 73-59, under 4 minutes to go. Tankins wants 3. Got it. Man, has he been impressive tonight.
It's his 4th three-pointer of the evening as well, trying to keep his team in it, down by 11.
9.5, 21 in the game. Robinson to a
Again.
wide-open Castillo, who knocks it down. 6 3-pointers for Jesus Castillo and a career-high 18 points for the young Spaniard. Spartans by 14 again, driving, dishing, hop for 3. Good. Knocked down the 3. Well, I guess they called the charge. I didn't hear the whistle.
They did. They called the charge.
Wow, so take the basket away, give the foul
To Johnson.
To Johnson. Spartans were yelling for it. They were all clapping, but I didn't hear a whistle and saw the ball go through the rim. .320 to go. Spartans by 14, and they have the rock. Woodfall has a career high. He passed to Castillo, who has a career high. Back for Woodfall for 3. His career high just got higher. 27 in the game for Kai Woodfall.
20 points in the second half alone for Kai.
Triple at the other end, no good. Rebound. Woodfall fouled from behind by Hop on the rebound attempt, and he has 4.
To the line is going to be Woodfall, and he's all but automatic, an 86% free throw shooter, and a timeout on the floor.
And we'll take that timeout as well. 3 minutes to go. Spartans by 17. You're watching it on the Spartan Digital Network.
Box combo, please. At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Good look there at the Spartan bench. They lead at 79-62. Jamori Robinson, 10 assists in this game, Kevin. And it has been a terrific second half for the Spartans, who trailed by 5 at the half, 5 at the half. And they lead it by 17, 79-62, with Kai Woodfall going to the free throw line. Young man has 20 in the second half, 27 in the game, a new career high for the Southwest Baptist transfer.
You mentioned those 10 assists for Jamari, giving him 65 on the season through almost 11 games now. It's almost 6 assists a game he's averaging.
He's having a terrific year running the point for the Spartans. Woodfall got him both, 29 points. For the young Aussie. Under 3 minutes to go. Spartans by 19 after trailing by 5 at the half. Tankin step back from 17. Got it again. Young man can play. Comes in averaging 13.6, and he has 23 tonight. 12 in the first half, 11 in the second half. He's been terrific. Castillo has a career high, 18 points, dumps it down low to Littles. He goes to work, jump hook, Torrance, got it to fall. First points, nope, check that first field goal for Torrance Littles.
I like to see him rewarded for his effort. He does a lot of things that don't show up on the score sheet. Blocks some shots, plays good defense, he rebounds quite well. So once in a while, you want to see him get a couple points to go along with that as well.
Missed shot, you mentioned Littles, 8 rebounds tonight.
3 points, 8 rebounds. Oh boy.
Nope. Castillo misses the 3, was kind of leaning, had a hat in the face, triple at the other end. Hop is short off the rim, follows his own shot, gets the rebound, and crashes right into Woodfall.
But no call.
And hands it to him. And as they're running up, Woodfall yells up to him, "Hey, you all right?" Under 100 seconds to go. Spartan's going to run the record to 11-0. Hernandez down the lane, triple pump, contact, no, tip, good, 5. Terrence Littles.
Harry, Spartans might win this game by 20. After all was said and done, they may end up winning this game by 20 points. They lead by 21 right now.
A whistle and a timeout just to change players for head coach Chris Bunch. Hardy, McKelvin, DeCarlos will check in for the Spartans, as will Hill and Young. McCoy, Gerald Moore. Chris Bunch emptied his bench, so Matt Brock did the same. With 79 seconds to go. Good work tonight by the starters. Robinson just 2 points, but those 10 assists. Woodfall, career high 29, I think it is. Pablo Hernandez with a nice little bit of a breakout game. He's not been scoring a ton, mostly because he's not getting a lot of time because they've blown people out. He had 16 tonight. Castillo with a career high 18 points on 6 triples.
Barker with 12 as well was a big factor in the first half. Not as much here in the second half. Hasn't played quite as much, but still good effort by him tonight as well.
Hardy, McKelvin, DeCarlos, Hill, and Moore out there for the Spartans. Floater no good by DeCarlos. And the Spartans will run their record to 11-0. Here's a floater off the backboard, no good. McKelvin with the rebound. And the Spartans don't have to shoot. They'll have a turnover if they don't. Shot clock and game clock about a second off. Spartans going to win this one. Down in the post. Hill's going to try to score. Missed it. Out of bounds, and it belongs to, well, the officials talk it over, and one says white, one points toward black, and they're going to give it to black.
And the third one just points to the clock and says, can we just get it over?
13 seconds to go, 85-64. What will the final be? Could be 2 points different, I suppose. Long triple, no good. 4 seconds, 3 to Carlos, 2, 1, buzzer. Basketball game. Spartans win at 85-64 on a dynamic second half performance by the Missouri Baptist Spartan squad. The head coaches laugh and shake hands at the half. You like seeing that, Kevin. They're just very friendly as they're going through the line there. And Chris Bunch and Matt Brock shaking hands with real appreciation.
Shook his hand and pulled him in and said something in his ear, like for about probably 5 seconds. He was talking to him in his ear, so that was kind of interesting. And then they both laughed and smiled. So
Spartans win at 85-64. They're 11-0, and after a shaky first half, really just a dynamic second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Came up huge in the second half, as you mentioned. 51 points they scored in the second half alone. So quite impressive.
Spartans win at 85-64. The head coach is going to join us in just a second as the Spartans win it 11-0 is the record now. The head coach, Matt Brock, joins us. People walking by some of our other cameras and waving at the folks. Congratulations on the win. You guys were you shot the ball okay in the first half, turned it over a little bit, and were just a little sluggish, it seemed like, in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, our defense wasn't very good. You know, they had some guys. They had a guy he was 0 for 4 in the season, go 2 for 2, and they had a guy who is definitely a drive first guy, a good player though, and he hit a couple. So, and they hit 2 shot clock shots. I thought they kind of kept their momentum going, and couldn't quite let us make the run that we wanted to. But I didn't think we were playing as hard as we could have. You know, I don't know if coming off the kind of emotional last home game, I don't know if that was part of it or, you know, the ranking or whatever, but I challenged them at halftime and they responded. I thought they really turned it up a notch in the second half and really defended at a higher level. Torrance Littles did a really good job on Tankins.
Yeah, they were a different team in the second half. The energy level was just different. You guys are dynamic. Couldn't miss a shot in the second half either. You buried them from outside. So just a little bit more energy and then hot shooting.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to play small teams because the way they guard you is differently, and the way our big guys approach it is different, and we got to change that. So I think we struggle with these super small teams because we're so big, and we're like the big brother is afraid to beat up on little brother, you know, and hurt him instead of just being physical. And if you get a charge, you get a charge. I mean, Pablo led the nation in charges last year, and I'm like, when's the last time you ever got an offensive foul? And he finally got one tonight in the second half, but. Just got to be aggressive, and I thought we were tentative, but I thought playing inside out allows. I mean, these shots that Kai and Jesus are getting are wide open shots. So it's all about where we create the offense from, and our guys have committed to that. And you know, we're just a different style team in 2018. You know, we throw it to the post.
Well, Barker gave you 10 in the first half and finished with 12, and Pablo ended up with 16. So, yeah, you were able to get it inside back out. And you know those guys are going to hit the triples if they're open. And Woodfall finishes, I think, with 29 tonight. He was brilliant, particularly in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, those guys can really shoot it. And if we can get them clean looks, they're going to shoot a super high percentage. And we were able to get them clean looks tonight. You know, and I think the three-point line is valuable, and you can just spread it out a little quicker. This is a much closer game than 21 points. I mean, everybody that was here knows that. And there you got a really good team. Coach Bunch does a great job with them. They're super athletic, play very hard, and they're hard to guard. They're motion offense, and I think they're going to be very good in their league. Probably one of the picks to win that league. So,
what did he say to you at the half line after the game?
Well, he asked me what I said at halftime, so he could use it next time. So it probably wasn't what I was saying. It was probably the decibel level that it was saying it at. And so our guys, I felt like we needed some urgency, and we had that in the second half. And that's what when you have a seniors like Pablo Hernandez and Kai Woodfall have been through the war a little bit. They kind of got the other guys going a little bit, and our urgency was better on the defensive end in the second half.
John Yeager didn't warm up, but was in uniform. What's the story with him?
Yeah, he's battling a little bit of a back. We probably could have pushed it today, but we're just 3 games in the week, and this being a non-conference game, we kind of wanted to give him one more day of rest. So clearly it makes a difference. I mean, the guy plays hard. This is a great game for him because he's a small guy that can match up with these guys, and we missed him clearly today, but he's going to be fun.
One last question. So you guys are ranked 8th in the nation, and that's a great honor. What's that do for the program, even the sense around the team and around the campus?
Oh, we're excited. I think it's our highest ranking in the history of men's basketball at Missouri Baptist, so that's an accomplishment in itself. But what I told the guys is it's great that we were recognized for what we've done to this point, but I'm much more interested in what we're going to do going forward. And the next ranking is not until January, so you got another month, and we got to finish this semester strong, finish this week strong, and not focus on what our ranking is, and just focus on who we are as a team. I mean, maybe if we continue to get better, maybe we're better than 8, or maybe we're not 8, somewhere, wherever it is, but not get satisfied with, okay, we've arrived, all right, rather than, okay, let's continue to get better. That's fine. The rankings are fine, and the rankings are important, but that wasn't my child.
No, it's here, fellow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for
my
your
wife's
kids
home.
too.
My
yeah.
wife's been gone for 5 days, so it was relief when I saw her walk into the gym tonight. But yeah, I think it's a positive thing for our program. Finally getting some national notoriety. We're the NABC Team of the Week. I thought that was really cool. I like that because it's about the team, not just like a player of the week. It's a team thing, and we truly were a team playing. We would have a hard time. They were asking me. Sam Dean was asking me who he should nominate for Player of the Week last week because we didn't have anybody with outstanding individual stats for all 3 games, and so we were kind of like, well, I mean, Torrance or Kai or whatever, but I was like, we don't really have a chance. It doesn't really matter because we had one guy in double figures on Saturday. So, but as a team, I think we definitely were the team of last week, but we got to worry about this week, and credit to Webster. They came out ready to play and shot the ball extremely well in the first half, shot the ball well in the second half. We had a lot of contested shots that I felt like, okay, I can live with that. They made them. So they did a good job.
Congratulations on the win, 11-0.
Thanks.
That's the head coach, Matt Brock. The Spartans run their record to 11-0. They're the 8th-ranked team in the nation in the NAIA, and a big win against the NCAA Division III squad, the Webster University Garlocks. So you see the final score, 85-64. Kai Woodfall finishes with 29 points, a career high. Jesus Castillo with a career high, 18 points. That'll do it for us. For Kevin Paulus, I'm Harry Schrader reminding you, since you've been there, make it a better place. You've been watching Missouri Baptist basketball on the Spartan Digital Network. We say goodnight to you from the campus of Missouri Baptist University.